The Story Knife and the Wind Map. Let me take you to the vast, golden sands of the Sahara Desert, where the sun blazes high in the sky and the wind tells stories no one else can hear. Here, among the Tuareg people, known as the Blue Men of the Desert for their indigo robes, lived a young navigator named Amara. She wasn't just any traveler. Amara was a map maker, but not the kind you find in books or on phones. She carved wind maps, special, secret maps that showed the invisible paths of the desert winds. Now, why would anyone want a map of the wind? Well, in the Sahara, the wind is more than just air moving around. It's a guide, a messenger, and sometimes a warning. It can bring cool relief or fierce storms. Amara's family had passed down the skill for generations, teaching her how to read the shifting sands and feel the subtle changes in the breeze. Her maps were made on thin slabs of wood, etched carefully with a sharp knife, what people called her story knife because each cut told a tale of where the wind would go. This story happens many years ago before modern tools, when journeys across the desert were dangerous and often a matter of life or death. Amara's maps helped her people travel safely, find water, and avoid deadly sandstorms. But more than that, her maps were a symbol of something powerful: shared knowledge. One day, as Amara was finishing a new map, a stranger appeared on the edge of her camp. He was from a rival tribe, one that didn't always see eye to eye with hers. His name was Farid, and he had lost his way in the desert. His caravan was trapped by a sudden storm, the cruel wind howling like a wild beast. Farid was desperate, and his pride wouldn't let him ask for help easily. But seeing Amara's calm and steady hands holding the story knife, he knew she was his only hope. Now Amara faced a choice. In those days, tribes often kept their knowledge secret, guarding their maps and routes like treasure. Sharing a wind map could mean losing an advantage or even putting her own people at risk. But Amara remembered what her grandmother had told her: generosity is the strongest path through any desert. So she decided to share her map with Farid. Carefully, she carved a special wind map for him, showing safe passages and where the winds would carry the storm away. Farid took the map, and with it, he led his people to safety. He was deeply grateful, and this act of generosity built a bridge where before there had been walls. From that day forward, Amara and Farid worked together, sharing their knowledge of the desert winds to help their people survive and thrive. Their story reminds us that when we share what we know, whether it's a map, a skill, or a kind word, we create stronger communities. Now here's something you can try at home, inspired by Amara's wind maps. Think of your own neighborhood or a place you often walk. Take a moment to notice the paths you take, maybe the safest way to cross busy streets or a shortcut through a park. Grab a piece of paper and draw your own map of these safe routes. You can even add symbols or colors to show where you feel safest or where you should be extra careful. Just like Amara's maps guided travelers through the desert, your map can help others find their way safely too. Sharing your map with family or friends is a small way to practice generosity and care, just like the story knife and the wind map taught us. So next time you feel lost or unsure, remember Amara's story and how sharing knowledge can light the path ahead even when the wind is strong. Thanks for listening to The Tale from the Sahara. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your heart generous.